Hello cultists, this is Cecilios, and welcome back to another Dead by Daylight video. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the developer update that they just released. If you guys haven't taken a look at it, I'll go ahead and leave it down in the description if you guys want to take a look at it. I'm just going to kind of state my opinions, state kind of what I think of the changes, and yeah, we'll take a look. Patching optimization. At the start of the year, we announced our plan to improve patch times, coming in two parts. The first smaller... Okay, so this is basically just talking about the patch optimization. If you guys don't know, I think the last developer update, they kind of condensed all of the files down to make things a little bit faster. This is just going over kind of the second wave of that. They said you need to completely re-download the game with the 5.7.0 update. I don't know if that applies to consoles, so I don't know if we have to re-download the game or not, but yeah, that's interesting. It's definitely needed for people on Steam, because I know people on Steam have had really bad times with download times, so hopefully that'll help them out a little bit. Now, this is the part I was excited about, right? Because I really love Ghostface. I love him very much, but I've just never played him and put a lot of time into him because I thought he was extremely weak and I just didn't enjoy playing him. So I'm really excited to see what they do here. Starting things off, we have a few changes in store for Ghostface. First, we're increasing the duration of Ghostface mark to 60 seconds, up from 45 seconds. This change will give him a longer window to follow up, get hit 6-5, stalking the survivor, making outlasting the exposed effect harder. I really like that change. 60 seconds is about as long. It's the same amount of time as like Make Your Choice, right? Or like most exposed. I think most of the exposed perks in the game go for 60 seconds. So it's pretty much the equivalent of having one of those perks on. Which 60 seconds seems to be enough time, and if you're right on the survivor, I think that'll help out a lot for Ghostface. Second, marked survivors are no longer able to reveal Ghostface. Holy shit, that's actually insane. So if you're being chased and you're marked, he can stay undetectable the whole chase, unless he like misses a swing or gets stunned. That's actually crazy. While other survivors will be able to still reveal him, running off on your own now becomes riskier, as you have no choice but to evade him when he's undetectable. I don't think this will necessarily make him much stronger. The mark time is obviously a buff. It's definitely a buff. I don't think it'll make him much stronger though, because most of the time against good teams, survivors tend to reveal, like while you're chasing another survivor, they tend to reveal you from afar anyway. At least from my experience, people tend to kind of reveal you more when you're in chase. So I don't know if that'll necessarily help him too much, but maybe it will. Lastly, we noticed many Ghostface's add-ons have largely are largely unused, with a few exceptions standing out well above the rest. We always want to see a wider variety of add-ons being used, yada yada yada, all that good shit. Drop leg, knife sheath. The Ghostface gains 10% movement speed for 5 seconds after marking a survivor. That could actually be huge. That could actually be huge for gaining distance at the start of the chase. I'd have to see how that plays in game for me to have an opinion on it. Breaking a powder wall immediately recharges Night Shroud. So this is kind of like this is kind of like the add-ons that Spirit has now, where when she breaks a pallet, she gets her power back. I really like add-ons like this. I like that they're kind of experimenting more with ways to alleviate cooldowns. This is actually really cool. I really enjoy that. The Legion update. All right, so I hate Legion, all right? I notoriously hate Legion, but nobody can deny he's probably one of the weaker killers in the game. Played by a good Legion, he can be, like, in pub matches, he can probably do fine, but against, like, really good players, he's just struggles. Just because he can't down people in his power. So we'll see what they went on ahead and did to him. All these years later, the Legion remains one of the more frequently used killers, and it's easy to see why. Sometimes you just want to go fast with a knife, that is true. In all seriousness, all of our changes is centered around chaining together hits. Being able to string together multiple hits on different survivors is something that is core to Legion's design. So to help them out with that, we're going to be stacking 0.2 meters per second speed boost on each survivor they hit during Feral Frenzy. That's actually a change that a lot of killer players have been mentioning for a long time, just to help with his mobility around the map. It's actually something that I've suggested in the past, so I'm really happy they went on ahead and went through with that. This will make it easier to close the gap as you switch targets. Additionally, a 5th hit will end your frenzy and put any survivor into the dying state, adding a satisfying payoff for chain together hits. That's actually really interesting. So if you're able to chain 4 hits together and then land a 5th hit on a survivor, that survivor will go down. That's actually insane. You can apply so much pressure with that. Like, imagine the scenario where you run up on a team that's like all together, which why you do that against Legion, but let's, hypothetically. And you stab 4 people and you're fast as fuck, and then you find somebody that the fourth person you just stabbed, you just stab them and then you catch up to them because you're fast as fuck and then down them. So then you have 3 people injured and somebody down. That's actually insane. I could definitely see that being a definite buff. Now we've lowered the post-feral frenzy fatigue duration to 3 seconds from 4 seconds. Good. That's the combination of his 2 strongest add-ons, I think. I think the 2 frenzy add-ons actually added to 1 second, so it brought it down to 3 seconds. So they just made that base kit. That's cool. The fatigue is a crucial part of the Legion's power, preventing them from canceling their frenzy and immediately following up with a basic attack, circumventing the non-lethal aspect of their power. We found that lowering the duration to 3 seconds felt much better to play with. It really did. But also kept it feeling fair from the survivor's POV. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. It just made him feel a little bit better. To ensure that the fatigue doesn't get out of hand, we've worked any fatigue add-ons, as you should, since the 2 strongest ones are added to his base kit. Okay, so yeah, that's exactly what they did. We've also changed Feral Frenzy's recharge to start as soon as it ends rather than after the fatigue. Okay. Effectively reducing the power's cooldown. That's nice. That's actually really good changes. I really enjoy that. Last add-ons, we reviewed the Legion's add-ons. We've received some will receive number tweaks, while others will get entirely new effects. We want to shine a spotlight on various mixtape add-ons in particular, true to their name. These add-ons will also augment the Legion's new music, and can even be mixed and matched to produce interesting results. Interesting, okay. It comes with videos. Let's go ahead and watch this. Okay, that's actually fucking cool as shit. That's cool as fuck. I actually really vibe with that. Oh, bro, I'm gonna be rocking out going against... This might actually make me like Legion, just because of his chase music. Honestly. Alrighty, the Hemorrhage Rework. Okay. Hemorrhage has long been one of the lesser desired status effects for killers, at least. Currently, Hemorrhage increases the frequency of blood pools, making it easier to track survivors. This effect ends up not being very useful in most cases, as a survivor will either be leaving scratch marks or scratch marks while sprinting, or the blood pools will already be close together if they're walking. Yeah, Hemorrhage is pretty useless. With that in mind, we've come up with a new version of Hemorrhage. Whenever you are not healing, Hemorrhage will cause your healing progress to regress at a rate of 7% per second. That is actually huge. The new version requires the killer, rewards the killer for interrupting a survivor healing and the potential to waste medkit charges. This change will affect all perks and add-ons that currently apply it. That is actually insane. Like, that's actually insane. 7%? So that completely ruins 99ing like your heals. Like, if the killer hits you with Sloppy Butcher or something like that, and then you try to 99, because one of the strongest things about medkits and Dead Hard is you can 99 your heal, use Dead Hard to make a pallet, drop the pallet, and then insta heal yourself. And it just wastes so much time because you get all that time in chase, and then you Dead Hard to a pallet, and then you insta heal, and then they have to hit you 2 more times. And this completely nerfs that. Like, if the killer is running any type of hemorrhage perk at all, you just can't do that anymore. That's actually insane. That completely nerfs healing and chase. That's really interesting. I actually really like that change. Updated difficulty ratings. In the info tab for each killer and survivor, you'll find a difficulty setting that tells you, okay, is this what I think it is? Let me read it real quick. Okay, yeah, so this is exactly what I think it is. Basically, they're just making the little thing that says hard, easy, whatever at the top of the killer more accurate, which is good. Nurse should definitely be very hard. I think Billy should probably be on the harder side of things too. We'll see what classification they give all the killers when the update releases. Haddonfield update, we already heard about this. This is old news. But I will read it for just to be thorough. It's become a tradition for each dev update to be followed with a Haddonfield rework when this tradition is coming to an end because we saved the best for last. Yes, this was a perk pun. The iconic Lampkin Lane in appeared in the entity's realm over 5 years ago, but with the visual improvements around the rest of the game, and the familiar street is starting to show age. Yes, it literally looked like a bunch of Unity props plopped inside of a fucking basic street layout. Not for long, though. Haddonfield is next in line to get a visual update. For those wondering, don't worry, the map's getting some layout and gameplay changes. Thank fucking Christ. We've already seen all these pictures. I don't think we need to look at it again. Takeaways from this dev update, really good changes. I actually don't have an issue with any of the changes they made. I don't think the changes will necessarily make Ghostface stronger. It'll definitely make him easier to play. Or I shouldn't say easier to play. It makes him feel better to play. Same with like Legion, but Legion's is actually like, it could actually make him strong. Not like top tier strong, but it could probably bump him up a tier. Just his ability to down survivors and like chain better. I don't know how it'll feel in game. Obviously, he'll still suffer on big maps. But I really do think that could potentially bump him up a tier. I really do. But yeah, that's actually insane. Let me know what you guys think about this update in the comments. I would really like to hear what you guys think. Go ahead and drop a like if you like the content. I do stream. I stream pretty much every weekday, for the most part, unless I have something going on. I post all my schedules and stuff in the Discord. That's also going to be on Twitter. All that is in the description. If you want to go drop by there. My Twitch is going to be shown on screen here. It's also in the description if you want to go ahead and take a look at that. But yeah, really interesting update. I'm really happy about this. I will see you guys in the next one.